Hi, beloveds. This is Tamala, your empowerment partner, professor, and psychic. And today I want to talk about a question that I've gotten a lot from lots of different people over the last few months. And I really wanted to just kind of hop on and answer it so that, everybody's getting the same information, right? So that it's not hearsay or, she said, or I wonder, or any of that stuff. Okay. So we're going to jump right in. So the question is, who is going to win the next election in 2022, right? This year. And as a psychic, I get to, people ask me about, future predictions, right? And I don't predict the future. What I do is I work in probability and possibility, which we can access in the Akashic Records. So when people have asked me, who's going to win in 2022? My answer used to be, I don't know, we'll see. And then I started asking Spirit, okay, what's a better, more accurate, more divinely true answer? And I got this answer, and it really just was like, it blew my mind. It's like, of course, this is the answer. Okay. And so the answer is, all you need to know about who's going to be elected in any upcoming election is to discover or pay attention to what films, television shows, streaming series, anything like that, that is trending. And so what does that mean? Okay, check and see what's trending on Netflix. Check and see what's trending on Hulu or any of the other streaming services that are out there. Because the thing that is getting the most observation, that's getting the most eyes, that's getting the most participation, that's what people are aligned to. And people are going to vote based on what they're aligned to, right? That makes sense because that's how the law of attraction works. We are attracted to and agree with and make choices in our life based on whatever we're vibrating with. Okay. If we don't vibrate with it, it's not in our experience. So whatever you have in your experience right now is what you're aligned to. Okay. So and if you want to change it, I got a lot of classes on those. That's a different conversation. What we're talking about now is the election in 2022. And it still seems weird to me to say 2022 because it's only the 3rd day of January, but that's where we are. So this election cycle that's coming up, start paying attention to what is getting the most eyes on it. Because whatever we're giving our attention to, right, our visual attention to, when we see things, they go into our body. When we hear things, they go into our body. Right? And they become embodied, which means they become part of our vibrational resonance. So, for instance, people are watching Squid Game. Okay. This is a show where people, individual people, are playing a game and being murdered. Okay. So basically, it's the dehumanization of people, right? Things like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was hugely popular by a lot of people, and a lot of people who are watching this are going to say, hey, wait a minute, I love Game of Thrones and I'm spiritual. Okay, this is not about opinions. Okay, this is what the law of attraction says. Okay, this is universal law. You don't have to believe it. Universal law works regardless of whether you believe it or not, regardless of whether I believe it or not, regardless of what our opinions are. The law of attraction is real. Okay, and the law of attraction says whatever you're putting into your body, whatever you're consuming is what you are. What you are is what your vibration is. What your vibration is what your choices are. And you're going to continue to perpetuate those same choices until you make a different choice. Okay, which means you start watching a different TV show, you start speaking differently, you start thinking differently, you start acting differently, right? That's how we change. And so if you want to look at what's trending, that's going to tell you how people are going to vote. If the majority of people in the US, because we're talking about the United States elections, if they're predominantly watching shows that are dehumanizing other humans for any reason, then most likely they're going to vote Republican. Okay, that's just the way it is. And I'm not being political here. I'm just stating the facts, right? The current data that's available is the Republican platform is about capitalism, it's about control, it's about power, okay? So all of that, and if you look up the actual Republican platform, right? Not somebody's opinion, but what the platform of the organization is, what all of their policies, all their decisions are going to be based on. Those are the things that it's based on, okay? So that means if all the people in the US, right, the predominance of people are watching things that are about power and control and dehumanization, then they're going to vote Republican because that's what's aligned for them, whether they think it or not. Okay, that's the choice they're going to make because that's what the law of attraction does. Now, if you're watching shows that are more humanitarian, they're more earth friendly, they're more compassionate, they're more about community and unity and unification, they're going to vote more Democratic, because the Democratic platform, if you look at the platform of the Democratic Party, it's about creating stability or community for everyone. Okay, that's the basic platform. And so if that's what you're ingesting, or if that's what the majority of the voters in the US are ingesting, taking into their vibrational experience, taking it into their thoughts, into their emotions, then they're going to vote Democrat. That's how the law of attraction works. That's how choice works. So if you want to know who's going to win the election, start paying attention to what people are watching throughout the year. What are the hit series that are happening? What are the hit streaming series or movies that are happening? Are more of them about dehumanization, about murder, about gore, about harm, about control, about power? Republican. Are they more about community? Are they more about lifting people up? Are they more about equity and equality? Are they more about truth? Are they more about accurate historical representations? Okay, which means talking about slavery, talking about who created it, why it was created, telling the truth about things. Then people are going to vote more Democrat or independent. Okay, and just for disclosure, I consider myself an independent. It's not about that, right? This is just about answering from divine truth. Okay, divine truth says that which is like unto itself is drawn. That's what the law of attraction is. It's a universal law. We can't change it. It just is what it is. So start paying attention to what people are taking into their environment, into their vibration, into their thoughts and emotions through songs, through TV series or shows, streaming service shows, HBO's, Paramount, Disney, right, whatever. What are we ingesting into our thoughts, our emotions, our physical environments, our energetic vibration? What are we bringing into us is going to relate to or correlate to the choices that we're making, including how we vote. So I hope that's been interesting for you. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Remember, I'm not going to argue with you because this is universal law. My opinion doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't matter. It just is what it is. But I would like to hear your thoughts about this. Take care. I love you very much. And if you're interested in joining your Empowerment Posse, which is my monthly channel training, and we're starting tonight, January 3rd for 2021, and we're talking about real empowerment for everyday life. So you're welcome to join us. You can find out more information at yourempowermentplace.com and then scroll down to Your Empowerment Posse. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there.